Thank you again for joining us for this webinar on the City of Boston's Community Choice Electricity Program. My name is Aidan Smith. I'm an outreach coordinator with the City of Boston's Office of Environment, Energy, and Open Space. And I'll be your presenter tonight. Community Choice Electricity is a new municipal program that provides its customers with electricity supply. Through the program, the City of Boston can pool the collective buying power of Boston's residents and businesses to negotiate favorable electric contracts with electricity suppliers. The city does this on behalf of the program's customers so as to provide the most affordable and renewable electricity possible. We've included an important disclaimer on this slide. Many customers currently receive their electricity from Eversource, the local utility, through what is called basic service. Eversource's basic service rates change twice a year or more. Therefore, the rates of the Community Choice Electricity Program may not always be lower than the basic service rate. The CCE program will strive to save customers money relative to Eversource basic service. However, we cannot guarantee savings. The CCE program represents a monumental shift in how electricity is supplied in Boston. The program creates a pathway for more local, democratic control over our electricity supply. So what is actually changing with the launch of CCE? Let's start at the far right of this diagram with the electric customer. All of you here today, the customers, receive electricity from Eversource. This is shown by the dotted line connecting Eversource in the middle of the diagram to the electric customers. You receive electricity from Eversource because they are Boston's local utility. They own and maintain the poles and wires, and they distribute electricity within the city. But where does Eversource get the electricity that it provides to its customers? We're showing this on the far left side of the diagram. In the upper left corner, we're displaying one of three options. Eversource can secure that electricity supply itself and provide that electricity to its customers. That is what happens if you are an Eversource basic service customer. Another option, shown in the lower left corner, is that customers can sign a contract with an electric supplier and get their electricity supply from that private third-party company. And now the City of Boston is excited to introduce a third option available to you. And that is the Community Choice Electricity Program, shown in yellow. The CCE program will select an electric supplier to provide electricity to the CCE program's customers. Eversource Basic Service will no longer be the default option for Boston's customers. The CCE program will become the default supplier. By playing an intermediary role, the City of Boston, and consequently the residents and businesses of Boston, are better able to control our energy future. Energy decisions will be made by the City of Boston, which is accountable to you, the residents. That is the fundamental change. You now have the option of going with the city for your electricity supply. And this allows us to take collective action together. There are 6 key things to know about the Community Choice Electricity Program. First, you must be a resident of Boston or a business based in Boston and hold an electric account in your name to participate. This program is only available to Bostonians and is specifically for the benefit of Bostonians. Second, as I mentioned, CCE works by harnessing our collective buying power to negotiate electric contracts on our behalf. There's power in numbers, and that's one of the main advantages this program has over, say, an individual signing a contract for electricity on their own. Third, CCE brings energy decisions to the local municipal level, which provides greater accountability, transparency, and control for residents. It helps ensure that the energy decisions we make as a community are rooted in our values and principles. Fourth, this is an opt-out program as mandated by state statute. What that means is that if you are an Eversource Basic Service customer, you will be automatically enrolled in the program unless you choose to opt out. As mentioned previously, the program will serve as the new default electric option for customers in Boston. The opt-out process is what, in essence, makes it the default option. It's the option provided if you take no action on your electric account. It's important to follow that up by saying that customers are free to leave or join the program at any time without penalty. You are not signing a contract by participating in the program. Finally, the program is guided by a set of principles. These principles were developed in partnership with a working group of local residents, leaders, and advocates. These principles include supporting local renewable electricity, negotiating affordable, stable electric rates, as well as committing to environmental justice and strengthening consumer protection. These 6 principles are the key pillars of the program and will drive the city's decision-making moving forward. Now that we've talked about what the CCE program is and what it stands for, we will lay out what it's offering to Boston's residents and businesses. The program has 3 electricity rates or products that it's offering. Let's begin in the middle with the standard product. With this product, customers would pay around 11.4 cents per kilowatt hour and receive 28% renewable electricity. The standard product is also referred to as the default product because this is the product customers are provided when they automatically enroll in the program, assuming they haven't opted out of the program. The program also has 2 optional products. There's the optional basic product, which provides electricity at a cheaper rate, about 10.9 cents per kilowatt hour, and delivers 18% renewable electricity to customers. This is the product for customers who need a low-cost option. Finally, there's the optional Green 100 product. This is a premium product. You pay more, in this case, about 14.7 cents per kilowatt hour, and receive 100% renewable electricity. Eligible customers may opt in to receive any of these products at any time, or opt out of the program at any time without penalty. On this slide, we want to show a price comparison between the CCE program's standard product and the residential rate for Eversource's basic service. With CCE, you get more renewable electricity for a cheaper rate. Now, importantly, this price comparison only applies to the months from February 1st to June 30th, 2021. The reason for this is that Eversource's rates will change on July 1st, 2021. And we don't know what their new rates will be. Come July, it's possible for the CCE program to have a higher rate than the residential Eversource basic service rate. And that is why we must say that savings through the program cannot be guaranteed. There are some periods when the rates of the program may be above Eversource's rates, and there are times when it may be lower, as is the case when the program launches in February. The important thing to consider is whether you're saving money over a long time horizon. And in that respect, we believe the CCE program will fare well. And this is all without even mentioning the increased renewable electricity you would receive through the CCE program relative to Eversource. While change can be exciting, it can also be stressful. That is why we want to discuss what will not change under the CCE program. First, if you rely on a program or plan or some form of assistance, that will not change under CCE. You will continue to benefit from low-income residential discounts, budget billing plans, net metering if you own solar panels, and any green power supply programs you participate in. In addition, as a customer of the CCE program, Eversource will continue to bill you, provide customer service, maintain the grid, and deliver your electricity. The CCE program will not affect the reliability of the electricity supply that you receive. Eversource will continue to serve as the utility, and so grid reliability is still handled on their end. On this slide, we are showing an example of what an Eversource bill would look like for a customer of the CCE program. The CCE program would only change the electric supply portion of your bill, as highlighted here. Customers of the program would see Constellation New Energy on their bill. Constellation was the electric supplier that won the city's competitive bidding process. And at the bottom, they would see written billing for City of Boston CCE. The transition will be entirely seamless. However, we don't want the seamlessness of this transition to mask the importance of this program. The impact of a whole city collectively making this small shift is enormous. It will provide the city with a key lever for addressing our collective economic, environmental, and climate change goals. Now you have the information you need, and the choice is yours. As of December 8th, the City of Boston mailed out nearly 245,000 notification letters to eligible CCE customers. The notification came in an envelope as shown here. Contained in that envelope was a letter from the mayor, details about the program, a language access document, and an opt-out reply card. The opt-out reply card looks like this. Obviously, we hope you give the CCE program a try. If you want to participate in the program, then you would simply ignore the opt-out reply card. If you do nothing, you will be automatically enrolled in the CCE program. If, instead, you wish to opt out of the program, then you would sign and return this opt-out reply card, and you will not be enrolled. The deadline to opt out is January 11th. But don't worry if you miss this deadline. As I said before, you can still opt out of the program at any time without penalty. The program is designed to give you maximum flexibility. Finally, on this slide, we want to reiterate a few key points. Again, if you take no action, you will be placed on the program's standard product. You can also opt in to one of the optional products offered through the program. And finally, you can opt out and you would be leaving the program. Here we're showing 3 ways to opt in or opt out. You can call Constellation directly. Constellation is the program's current electric supplier. You can also go to the city's website, where you'll find links to the opt-in and opt-out form. And finally, you can sign and return the reply card, but only do this if you want to leave the program. We encourage you to get others excited about the program and opting up to 100% if they're in a position to do so. And lastly, the program will be launching in February of next year. If you do not opt out of the program, you can expect to start seeing the program listed on your Eversource bill come March.